Okay, welcome to my channel. Um, Today we're going to be talking about a mod that I've been playing, and I've looked for other YouTube videos for it, and I haven't been able to find anybody that's doing. If you hear cats, there's cats everywhere. So not everywhere, but they're around. Sphere cats, yeah, there's cats. Anyway, so I looked for videos. I really couldn't find anything. There's some from a guy. His channel was called Rick Gamer, and he does some really cool like cinematic mode, um, like mock battles of like all the super German tanks that you're going to be able to grind through. Do your research for in this mod. Anyway, this is the original one that came out, Wunderwaffe. It wasn't compatible with Conquest mode, so I hadn't played it. This mod, Great Conflict, this makes it compatible um, with Conquest mode. So I was really excited to see that. And I just saw this, the Conquest Enhanced compatibility patch. Um, this might be something I'll do a series on, perhaps next. I was going to finish this German series that I've started. I'm about 10 matches in right now. I'll go through the research trees and uh, show you what they look like for the mod, and kind of explain my thinking of why I use points on what. And I think so far I've done pretty well, and not wasting any points. So yeah, this is just Steam Workshop. You can just search Wonder with a U, and these will come right up. And you just, sure most of you know, you just click on the mod, and then you just click subscribe. See, mine's already subscribed, but so anyway, let's get to the game. Let's see, what else should I tell you before? Oh, as far as my like PC specs and stuff, if anybody cares, I'm having to run this, like, well, I have a computer that's able to do this at 4K at 120 hertz, but for some reason, if I do that resolution on the game, it shrinks the UI down to where I can't read it. So I changed it to 1440, but I'm running a RTX 3080. So I mean, I haven't had any problems with screen tearing or anything like that. All the models look beautiful. I mean, This is more like, probably should have said this from the beginning, but I'm kind of just doing this off the cuff. This mod is like a tank lover's dream mod. Like if you play games like World of Tanks, War Thunder, games like that, you're gonna know all these. You're gonna know a lot of these tanks, and there's gonna be there's a lot of tanks that I've never seen before, and I can't wait to play, especially on the German side. I went through the Russian tree. There was a couple of things that were wrong, as far as how the tanks were named. Like their Object 279 was definitely not the Object 279. But I'm not slagging off the mod. I'm just saying, like right now I'm playing through the German. This will be. I might do this separate from the first episode. I might cut this and then play my next match. And then from here, we're just going to do a series. We're going to finish out this conquest with the Germans, so you can see me get, you'll see me get some of these crazy tanks. Up to now, it would have been just a normal a normal German series, and there's a million of those on YouTube that you can watch. So well, I'm just gonna cut to the chase and get to the good stuff. Right now, let's see here. Go all the way down to the bottom where the tanks are. Right now, once you get up to the Panzer IV-H, it branches off into 3 different directions. Actually, only 2, if you ask me, because one of the directions is for the Jagdpanzer. There's 3 different versions of the Jagdpanzer. If you're a Jagdpanzer fan, that's cool. I know Pugger Reborn, you know, he likes the Jagdpanzer. I'm the type of guy that likes a turret on his tank. Just because, I mean, the amount of times I've been tracked on this game is just, you know, I couldn't count. I don't think I could count that high. You know, how easy you get tracked, you know, in a vehicle that relies on its steering to shoot. I mean, you're completely vulnerable. So I won't be showcasing any. Any tank destroyers until maybe I get down to the bottom here, and we can get like the Jagdpanther 100 or Jagdpanther 100 was just on an E100 hull. I mean, that's pretty wicked. So right now I am 6 research points away from getting an E50. After I get the E50, which is awesome, which is like Super Panther. After I get the E50, boom, E75. After that, boom, E100, and then all this. That's the direction I chose to go. The other direction you could have went, besides the Jagdpanther, of course, is down. Is straight down, which puts you into the Panther line. So you go down, you spend 10 research points to unlock a Panther, and you go down 10 more, you spend 10 research points to unlock a Tiger, and then, I mean, I've done a lot of this. There are some tanks in here that I would like to try, and maybe in later game when I have research points to spare, perhaps I'll go down this line. But I've played plenty of games. I'm sure you see plenty of people play games with Tigers and Panthers, and I wanted to do something different, so I wanted to get on the E-Series line. So just in the last match, I unlocked this. I think it says E40 OSF-A. Basically what it is, and the tank before it, the VK3001 World Tanks players will be familiar with this. It's basically German. Someone said, hey, make a tank like the T-34, and they made an exact copy of T-34. But it's an awesome tank. It has Panthers gun on it. It has nice polished aluminum wheels. It's a rad little machine. 100 mil armor on the hull, 80 on the turret, which I thought was meh. Okay. Then I just unlocked this, which what does this look like? Besides the weird wheels, look at the wheels on it. There's only 4 of them. 4 giant wheels. This is obviously a copy of a Russian T-44. I haven't got to use it in battle yet, but I'm really excited to because it has the German 88. So you're looking at, I have the Tiger's gun, my hull armor up to between 80 and 120. Turret armor is fucking boss at 100 to 150. I've never seen stats that high. I'm sure we're gonna keep seeing stats higher and higher as we go down this tank line. But if we're just starting with this mod, I want to show you the route that I went, because I didn't go straight through the Panthers like you usually do. Like usually, in the base vanilla game, you start the Panzer 1, then you get on the Panzer 2, Panzer 3, Panzer 4. It's basically still set up that same way, as a familiar way. But I noticed the Panzer 2 line, I always like to get the Lukes. But then I looked beyond the Lukes, and boom, there was the Leopard. And not the Leopard that's being used in Ukraine as we speak. This was a VK, I can't cite, VK 1801 or 1802. It's just a small, I guess, 18-ton tank around that size. That's a 5 centimeter gun. An MG42 that just shreds. I mean, the way I won my first 2 battles was I would have 2 or 3. I think I had 2 of these in my first battle, 3 in the second battle, and I would just surround the command point and just machine gun everybody to pieces. Let's see, I have 1 left. Where is my Leopard? There it is. The model's beautiful. This model, it has winter camo on. But yeah, this thing is great. The machine gun is great. The 5 centimeter gun is great. I'm actually, the role I have it in now, I'm going to eventually get another one. I think they cost 470. Whatever these points are. Okay, I'm going to call them bucks. So from now on, you know, if I see something that costs $860, you know, I'm American. That's our, you know, that's how we talk. That's how I talk. Okay, so yeah, these things are like $470. Not bad at all. You know, when you start out with 1,200 points, you know. Sorry, I just got distracted for a minute. So start out with the Leopard. The Leopard was good for me until it was a rude awakening when I think it was my 3rd battle. I had to fight T-28. The 3 Leopards to kill that thing. And the battle after that, they sent KV-1 after me. So, because of that, because there was no way I was making it through the research tree to get like even a Panzer IV. I needed something with a good gun and armor. And I noticed that they had a tank on here that I've been able to play it before in another mod. It's called the Wotan mod. Wotan, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I recommend it though, it was a cool mod. It's basically a KV-1 with a Panzer IV's gun. And you're not going to find it down with the tanks. That's what I'm telling you. I want to show you the road. You have to go up for that. You go to the armored cars. And then you go diagonal up to where you get this bucket of crap. This is just a steel bathtub with a machine gun on it. It's a piece of crap. Then you get this BT tank, which the BT tank is kind of cool, and I thought it would. At first, I thought it could play the role of the Leopard, of being able to circle, shoot, stay alive, don't get tracked, don't get too close, you know, playing like that, playing cautious, but just standing out the herd. It couldn't do it. It doesn't have the armor for it. That Leopard is definitely the way to go. The Leopard has, forgot to mention the armor on the Leopard. The Leopard has 80 millimeters on its hull and turret. 30 to 80 hull and turret. That's better than a Panzer IV. That's better than a Panzer. Let's see what if you would have got like an early Panzer IV, which is what I would usually do. Let's see what the armor on that thing would be. Panzer IV. There's an H. Why don't the H unlocked? I have the H unlocked. Just give me a second here, guys. Sorry. Panzer III flame tank should be close. Oh yeah, they're unlocked. Well, let's just say I got one of the early Panzer IVs. Like, this is what you would usually end up with. Let's make it so hard to find. That has a short gun on it. That's a short 75mm. These were originally, the Panzer IV was originally designed to be an infantry support tank. And then at some time during the war, their roles switched. And the Panzer III became the support tank. And they put howitzers on those. And the Panzer IV, you know, it's gonna evolve. Let's look at this tank. Even if I had enough research points to get to this tank, which I would have had to sacrifice a lot to do that. Here's what my armor would have been. 18 to 50 in the hull, and 18 to 30 in the turret. So that little Leopard is a tough little SOB. Okay? 5cm gun is no joke, and the machine gun is incredible. I mean, this thing's going to have an MG34 on it. The MG42 is definitely a freaking upgrade, okay? So, it's okay. So, yeah, of course. So, as I was, I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. This is the first time I've ever tried to do a video or anything like that. I hope everything's working out all right. So, after I did the Leopard line, instead of going down that Panzer IV line and starting to grind, which I knew I was going to have to do eventually, get to where I have to go, I was like, I need a good hardy tank to get me to that point, and this is that tank. They call it Panzerkampf 756 KV1, KW1, but you know, Germans, their V's are the W's are V's. This is what this bad boy looks like. Some of you might, like I said, might be familiar with it. It's been in other mods. I played with it in other mods. It's a badass machine, man. It is. I think it has a 105mm hull and, 105 on the turret, 40 to 105 on the turret, 10 to 100 in the hull. This thing's a beast. I've like had these things get tracked somewhere. You know, I was personally took one over, was using it. I got tracked, and then I had to abandon it to go take care of some other kind of snafu on the battlefield. I mean, and then 10 minutes later, oh my God, I forgot all about that KV1 I left over there all by itself. Things still be sitting there. They'd still be shooting at it. And the crew was still alive. The entire crew. It's a 5-man crew. The 5 or 6. 5-man crew. Still alive, just sitting there waiting for somebody to take that gun out. That pesky 37mm doesn't have a chance to penetrate it anywhere. Just like thump, 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 thump. That's how I scared my cat. Yeah, these things are beasts. So that's what I recommend you do. Is get these. They cost around $1,000. Right now that new tank I showed you, the one that looked like a Russian T-44, that thing's $1,800. So, so yeah, I would definitely do this first. Like, this is like 1 point, 1 point, 2 points, 4 points, and then this is like 9 points to unlock. So it might take you, after you get the Leopards, let's just say you do 2-3 games of the Leopards, it might take you 2 or 3 games to get to this. Try to pick the ones that have a research reward. That's what I would suggest. Get this tank. This tank is boss. This tank is boss. Right now I think I have 8 of them. 7 of them. I sold one, so I'd have enough to get a 5th one of these. So right now I was pretty even kill. Get him out of here. I'm about to go on defense. which I'm going to make a separate video of. This is just an introduction to the mod. So right now I have 7 of these bad boys, and these things are just incredible machines. I have 4 of these 234 rips, and then I have 5 of the T44 rips, and I'm really excited to see how this thing's going to perform in battle. I mean, I did not think the armor was going to be as sick as it is, and I did not think it would have an 88. I'm so glad it has an 88. That guy's just so fun. I want to get an extra repair truck for my cleanup crew. I'll tell you that, because these guns are going to be used a lot. So that's my tab 1. Tab 2 is my artillery. The artillery, what I usually do is, and I'm glad that they didn't change. Like a lot of mod makers will just take the base game setup and totally F it all up so it's not familiar. They didn't do that here. This is the infantry's a little weird, and I'll get into that in a little bit, because you're gonna look at the prices of some of the infantry and just be like, WTF, how am I gonna afford squads? And I'll get into that in a second. Just want to show you the artillery line. Start the 3.7 pack, go down, get the 75. Sometimes I use this as my early artillery. This time around I used mortars. I used, with the Leopards, I used 82 millimeter mortars. I like 5 of those. And I'll get, close enough to a command point, pound it with mortars, and then capture it. Right now I have the 10 centimeter artillery gun here. Next is upgrading to the 15, and then the Hummel. I always recommend getting the Hummel. The Hummel is the workforce of like a mid to late game doctrine. I mean, I don't know what you call it when you play Conquest. This is just my play style. Is just to have or have both, or keep your 10 centimeters, keep these for defense, and you want to have, when you're on offense, you want to have mobile artillery. This is great mobile artillery, has great distance, and that's the key to selecting the best artillery. In my view, you want to get something that you can keep as far away from the enemy as possible, where it's safe, and you can pummel them into the Stone Age. And this gun and this Hummel will do that. So after we unlock a couple tanks and have fun, we are going to have to spend 7 on our artillery to get that upgraded. But as you can see, we are in very early game. There are 2 games that I strategically retreated from, and that was back when all I had was Leopards. I think I had to retreat. It was like I need 2 more research points to get to that, to get to the German KV-1. I'm just gonna retreat and unlock that tank. And then once I unlock this tank, it's like, all right, it's business time, man. And that's what it's been so far. So I only have 3 Collins stages right now, because, I'm sorry, let me show you what mods I'm using, okay, because there are mods that will work with the mod that I'm using, the mod that I'm showcasing here. So, let me save here, the extras, I'll show you. This is the mod that I'm showcasing, the Great Conflict Wunderwaffe fixes. I also use unlimited CP Conquest. I mean, This is so I'd like to be able to put all of my equipment on the field if I want to. And this really adds some wackiness. Well, not wackiness, that sounds stupid. Um, it just, the more vehicles, the funner it is for me. Um, Also, I have preparation time. This gives you 15 minutes of preparation time on defense, which is awesome. This is just no circles in supply. Um, and when you pull a supply truck up next to something, it supplies it automatically. You don't have to sit there and wait for it to go like 2, 4, 6, 8. Um, all these work with that with the mod. So I use preparation time, unlimited CB Conquest. That's up to you. That's just something that I use um, because I like to see 20 tanks on the battlefield. That's just that's just me. And the way that the AI on this game has been, that's what they've been throwing at me. Except for like the past couple days, they've they've uh, they've held off a little bit because I think it's like the AI's figured out that whatever they throw against me, I'm just gonna fix it and and throw it right back at them because that's what I've been doing. I'll show you my captured my artillery tab in a second once I'm finished. Hawk's first person mod is awesome. If you want to aim down the sight with your soldiers, this mod is awesome. It works. This mod, I'm not sure if this mod's working or not. I can do a weather. There's a weather switch button I found. As far as being auto AA artillery, none of that's true. None of that. I have to manually medic. I haven't even been able to afford medics yet for this for this conquest because their medics. There's 4 medics and they're $250, and I just can't afford them right now. I don't even have them unlocked, which is odd compared to the base game. So, and I think that's my load order with my load order too. So yeah, so let's get back into that conquest. I'll show you what I stole from the battlefield and threw back at the Russians. I think I might have lost a KV-1E. I'm not sure. I had 2 KV-1Es, 2 KV-1 1940s, a Churchill, and a Sherman Firefly. Okay, there's a Churchill. These are the tanks that I send as I usually have like a perimeter that I set up around my artillery to protect it. Right now it's set up for offense because I was just on offense. So I have Churchill. These are those mechanic crews that I mentioned earlier. Or not mechanic, engineers. So if you're 2 engineers, and you also get a little Goliath, although this is like the prototype Goliath. And this squad cost me $165 to buy 2 medics, or to buy 2 and just 2 engineers. To buy just engineers is $200. So it was a no-brainer to get the squad. Right now, I think I have 4 of the squad. I mean, they're tough. I mean, these guys have Panzerfaust, Quires. This guy, one of the guys, this might be this guy. Or is it Steel Browning? What is this? Oh, I had the MG42. There's one squad I gave. They rolled out an American scout truck, and I was like, oh, before I scrap that for $160 or whatever they gave you for, I always take the Browning and all the ammo out and give it to somebody. Yeah, this guy has a Panzerfaust on him. This guy does as well. And they're like mid-level 2s and 3s. But the infantry is something that, you know, if hopefully you'll watch my series. That's certainly something I'm going to get down and dirty into soon. Right now I've just been so focused on tanks, but oh, here's the guy I gave the Browning to. Browning 30 cal. He has about 1,500 rounds on him. So yeah, so they brought out the Churchill, captured Churchill. I got KV-1 1940. I have 2 of those. And 2 KV-1Es. Almost lost one of these to a flamethrower. I thought I did, actually. I'm surprised it's still here. Oh, and the Sherman. Sherman MA-42-76 late. These, I just call them Fireflies. The ones that have a long barrel. So basically, yeah, I've just been using my capture tanks to guard my artillery, or to secure a perimeter around my artillery. And I've been using the 10 centimeter SK-18s, which have a great range. They can really reach out and touch somebody. So, well, let me think of any. Think real quick first. Anything else I wanted to say before I wrap this up? I don't think so. So, my name's Captain Poond. Also, call me Ben. Yeah, subscribe to my channel and watch me finish this series, and then leave me comments what you guys want to see. Leave me comments to correct me on anything that, you know, I goofed up, because I know I'm probably didn't say everything correctly. And just you know, feel free to contact me anytime. You know, just have a lot of love for this game, and I saw there wasn't any videos for this mod in the community, so I wanted to give it a showcase. So that's what this is going to be. This series coming up. It's going to be starting as soon as I hit stop record. I'm going to record our next battle, which looks like it's going to be a defense for ammo. It's fine by me. So I'm getting a little low on that. So anyway, so thanks for watching, and hope you have a great day.